Hello, secret shopper tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem 8, The Sacred Stones with me, BlueAnkylo. Now, we'll be starting this chapter properly in just a minute. I'm gonna set up my units a little bit before we get to the actual chapter. But one thing I noticed is, if you remember, well, for one thing, the last episode in the playlist that you probably either skipped or watched was all about character growth and stuff. This one is just gonna be normal. So thanks, if you're interested in that sort of thing, that'll be the previous episode. Probably unnumbered, sort of bonus episode. Anyway, one thing that I did notice here specifically is if you re-enter this town shop from the map, they have a different inventory than what they did in the chapter itself that we just finished. So they definitely did not sell hammers, or short bows, or sold javelins. I think they sold iron swords. I don't know, they sold iron blades. So the difference is hammers are new and short bows are new, and I think they might have missed iron swords, but otherwise it's very similar. But these are very expensive. Probably don't recommend buying those. I do recommend having one or two of these. They're very, very good for someone like Ross to crush any armored knight or general bosses. And other than that, iron blades are pretty low priority. So I thought that was kind of cool. I'd show off that because I'm going to be doing a little bit of shopping. And I think the magic shop is also different. So, I believe they had Fire and Thunder, Lightning and Shine. I don't think they had Flux, but we don't have anyone that can use Flux, so it doesn't really matter. We saw Heal and Mend and Unlock. I don't think they had chest keys, so you could buy some of these. Pretty cheap, relatively cheap, if you don't want to use Colm in an upcoming treasure map. Theoretically, you could buy a few of those. You can also buy elixirs. I recommend just selling them, honestly, because they're worth... well, you can sell them for half price, so it's 500 per charge if you're selling them, and that's pretty good money. So that's it. I think elixirs are new, chest keys are new, everything else is the same. And the price is still cheap. If you use your pre-battle armory, heals are 50% more. And whatever you can buy, just the basic fire, lightning stuff. Anyway, I just figured I'd start with that, because I'm going to be buying a couple hammers at the very least, because I was actually really surprised to see them there, so that's cool. Anyway, I'll be right back with the proper start of the episode. And there we are. Let's get started for real this time. So, time to do Chapter 10, Revolt at Carcino. We already did our introduction, so now let's do some story. So we're back to Great Oak Keep, learning a little bit more about what's going on. General Glenn. We've met him before, right? Yeah. One of the good guy generals? There's like 3 good guys and 3 bad guy generals. Oh, Erica invaded Carcino. Bit of a stretch, bit of a stretch. I don't quite remember it that way. Hey, there's the bad guy. Well, is it not good guy, bad guy? Maybe they're just both okay. I don't know. Oh, right. I know who this guy is. Right. These are both good guy generals. Well, one's good guy general, one's good guy not quite general. I mixed them up with that Calic guy, I think. He looks kind of similar. That's the rub. So this might be a sad battle coming up. Oh yeah, one of the definitely bad of the 3. The evil flying general. The honor of killing the random girl princess. Newly appointed general. Something's pretty fishy about this Emperor Vigard, or whatever his name is, that's for some reason, is appointing these three pretty clearly evil generals in charge. Now, I'm not sure Cormag could take him right now, but maybe one day. I'm sure we'll get a chance to take him out eventually. Nah, you see, Garrick's Mercenaries takes its name from me, Garrick, and I'm pretty awesome. Garrick's pretty cool, you'll see. Sure would be nice if that Pegasus ran into a friendly army. I'm not quite sure what Erica would have done if you took Ephraim's path and she didn't have an army. But she has an army, so things should be fine. Just the fate of the world, no big deal. He's pretty serious. Bad news and worse news. No more weapons. And worse news, they're attacking. Discharged, fired, whatever. Didn't they just say they weren't gonna quit? I don't think the Grado forces would actually allow that. I'm not telling you. I don't know if he'll betray me. The secret is he doesn't have a plan. That's just rude. The melodrama of martyrdom. Alright. Look. That's enough of that. We're gonna save these mercenaries and then we're gonna reform Garrick's Mercenaries under this fine Ankylo. Because Ewan and Marissa both sound pretty awesome. You call yourself mercenaries. Tactician, you say? And you mean those people up north? Hey there! Reinforcements. To the rescue, Rangers! Alright. So, okay. I got one more thing to talk about before we start this chapter for realsies. I did go do a little skirmish battle because I had to get to a shop that sold the restore staff because I didn't have any, and I maybe should have bought one earlier. But I needed to buy one of these because of reasons you'll see shortly. So what that meant is I had to walk across the world map to the shop that sold the restore staves, which resulted in fighting a skirmish to get there. I had to fight it. So I just leveled up the B teams basically. So like Franz, Garcia, Mulder, Naimi all got like one level up. If you're interested, those are their new stats. I'm not going to go over them, but that's what it is. I also used Colm a little bit, so he's got a level up or two, and Tana a little bit. She might have got like one level up. Maybe two. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter too much. I try not to use the main team. I don't want to over-level people. But if I have to fight a skirmish to get to a shop, I'll probably try to use the B team. So anyway, we get 12 people this time, and that's clearly the people I'm going to use. I've restocked weapons a little bit, so most people will have, hopefully, a spare of their main primary cheap weapon. I picked up that hammer for Ross in case we run into a knight. Jillian's got a heavy spear, which would also work. What else have we got? Spare lightnings, spare iron lances, that new restore staff. That's about it, no big deal. And let's have a look at the map. So, I've not played this one before, but I've looked around a little bit, so I've got a bit of a plan. First off, this is where the boss is, Mr. Pablo Picasso himself. Our first magical boss, maybe? No, maybe our first magical boss. Anyway, we like these guiding rings, and Divine is, well, we'll see. He's got a ton of resistance, so I was thinking originally that maybe Loot would be a good counter because she's got weapon advantage over Dark. Or sorry, good. I got an email. Anyway, what is it? What am I trying to say? Light beats dark, dark beats color, and color beats light. So because he's a light mage, Loot would be the right. Well, he's a sage, which can use technically, you know, any of them except dark. But because he's got a light tome equipped, we could use her. But he's got so much resistance, it probably won't work. The good news is weight of 12 means speed of 8 effectively, so we might not be doubled by him at least. But anyway, we'll work that out once we get closer. If you're looking, you can tell that there's some ballista here though, so we gotta watch out for those. That's the primary notice. There's also an arena. Keep your eyes on that. So what else have we got? Well, you know, there's another ballista down here, which might get occupied by this guy. We'll see. We'll have to keep our eyes open. We've got Prince Inns guarding a little fort. It's got a couple little spots there. We've got Tethys, who's our dancer friend. Definitely want to recruit her. I am a huge fan of dancers in Fire Emblem in general. We've also got Garrick. We don't even have a mercenary, so it'd be awesome if he could join up. Look at those awesome stats, by the way. Kind of reminds me of a certain Deke fellow from the other one. And there's also Inns, who's a pre-promote sniper, which may or may not be valuable. We'll see. Stats look fine, but I have a suspicion that his growths are worse than Naimi. But then again, maybe he's better than Naimi because he's got a bit of strength and he can actually deal some damage. Anyway, those are the main three. Remember he mentioned two other names, Ewan and Marissa? I'm just saying maybe she got caught up by the enemy army. Just saying she's over here maybe. We'll see if she's any good. Talk about that later. So, there's a ton of enemy units, but let's quickly go through some stuff. This guy is the main reason that I'm bringing Colm. That and I had a spare spot. But I'd like to steal his gems so we get a little bit more money. What else have we got of note? We would really like to get that killer axe off this guy's hands. So in case you're wondering, when a weapon is green and there's two weapons, whichever one is equipped will turn into white and the unequipped weapon will turn into green. So he will only drop the green weapon. So basically what we need to do once we get here is make sure he attacks us with a hand axe. So stand in only his range 2 range so that he attacks us with the hand axe, and then kill him with that equipped so that he drops this. We don't really care about a free hand axe. A free killer axe is great. Alright, what else do we got? Normal weapons for the most part. Marissa. Lots of like slim lance soldiers. That's not that bad. Steel bows. Steel bandits, bandits, bandits. Okay, this is the main reason. Wait, how did I get? Anyway, it's this one down here. This is the main reason I wanted the status curing restore staff. We've got a priest that can use sleep. Now, early game plus sleep, not that big a deal. It says MP divided by 2. I'm pretty sure they mean magic power, I guess. Magic. So the range is not much. Later on, once we're fighting like magic 20 priests, it's a lot worse. But if you put someone to sleep, I wanted to have that restore staff, so I went and spent 2,000 gold to buy it, just for later. And we can get him to drop the torch, which is good. I think I bought one. Maybe I shouldn't have, because we can just get it for free here. Alright, anything else of note? That's the boss, so that's probably everybody. Oh, I missed that one. So one of the ballista guys will drop a longbow. That's nice. Alright, so let's get to it. One thing is, we can lure out ballista shots to here, which means if I leave Gilliam in the forest, for instance, we can just drain 5 shots out of that. We want to be really careful with our Pegasus Knights, though, so they don't get killed. And then this one's a little bit harder to outrate or to draw out because we can't we can't use anyone but the Pegasus Knights to move into the mountains. So we'll have to carefully move up through the gate, keep the Pegasus out of this corner, and then try to rush in or lure out those shots with someone who can take it. Okay, let's get to work. There's another map. Okay, so finally, I know we're like 15 minutes into this episode, but let's get started here. So we're in a bit of a rush because I definitely don't want these guys to die, but we still have to play smart. So let's see. I wouldn't mind luring both of these guys into an attack right now, but I don't want the magic to hit just yet. Well, we could lure... No, let's try to lure Axe Guy and maybe both Sellsword mercenaries, but not the mage. So let's put Ross over here with his hatchet. So Hand Axe Guy will shoot Ross, and then we won't move anyone beside him. Actually, well, if I lure out the mercenaries, the Axe Guy's gonna be able to hit as well. How much damage are we looking at? 13, 15, and 12. So I guess Gilliam could probably tank that. Oh, he can't actually make it. I was planning on having him lure out the ballista. What about my defensive cav? 10 defense. So he'll take weapon disadvantage against... He'll take 9 damage from the hand axe if he gets hit. And 13 and 15, so 12 and 14. 2 and 4. He will be doubled. Okay, that's fine. So unfortunately, technically, Ord might get hit 3 times here, which is not good, but I want to start pushing down, so I don't want to wait any longer, basically. We'll leave Gilliam there instead. Switcheroony. Okay. And still not doing supports or anything. We'll get to that eventually. And we're just trying to stay out of the way of the ballista. I want Erica maybe up front because I'm sure she can recruit. Well, actually, there's 2 people. I believe Tana and Erica are your likely recruiters for this map, so we want to keep them safe and kind of moving down. So we'll be keeping Vanessa and Shan on this side, and that should do. Well, hold on. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we're good. Hopefully I set up this first turn correctly. Like I said, we have to be a little bit aggressive, so we can't go too slow. Klimt? I don't know who Klimt is. His old bold. Well, there's Lord Klimt. So he's not going to help us at all. Okay. Alright, so this should not do very much damage. Still hits, of course, because mercenaries never miss. But at least no double, and then probably just the axe? No, they're going to charge towards us, which is probably for our... It's good for us. But yeah, I gotta make sure we rescue Inns and his friends. Alright, so you can do 3 damage, that's fine. Okay, so those guys that dare to attack Inns will probably just die. That's fine. He seems pretty strong. Here comes our hand axe. So we didn't dodge anything. What good are you, Ford? 0 dodging. Alright, More reinforcements from the mountains. Lots of bandits and brigands to watch out for. So let's get to work. We should probably be healing Ford. Should be killing the cell sword. 13 times 2 is not enough. 12 times 2 is even less than that. Alright, well let's start with Joshua because he's got the best chance to not get hit by the hand axe, basically. Well, to be honest, Erica's pretty fast too. But now we'll use Erica. No big deal. No real priority for who gets to attack first there. I guess we could have used Colm as well, technically. So we're looking at iron swords, iron swords. So none of these guys are terribly dangerous. Alright, so maybe we'll start with loot. Well, eye on the archer. Might be using Tana down here. Oh, she's well, it's not a double, never mind. I was thinking she's almost able to do enough damage, but that's just one hit. She could double like this. That's pretty good. 4 damage isn't much. That's not bad at all there. Assuming we can kill these guys, Tana could kill him. What about Vanessa? She can't really get any further. Don't want to move there. We'll get shot. So why don't we do like a javelin toss? As long as this hits, then Tana can finish this guy, and then I can just focus on, like, sort of keeping these two on the left side, so I don't have to worry about the ballista. Yeah, we'll use the Slim Lance. She might take 4 damage, but that's not much. I think Tana got a level up with some strength while I was doing my skirmish battle, so that was nice. I'm not going to spend much time looking at stats because I just spent a whole video doing that, but, you know, she's doing fine. Alright, so Archer can't get very far, so we should start with him, and yeah, that's pretty good. Not that we need to rush, but I would prefer to rescue my mercenary friends and Prince of Frelia. Alright, so then maybe let's Colm rush in. Oh, he's not going to do much damage. Shoot! Oh, I also took the healing spot up. Oops. I was thinking of letting my cab kill that guy. Let's see, I just want to check here first. We're not going to be getting doubles, so we would need a bit of luck here. Now, the good news is this guy can't really hurt Ford significantly. If I killed this guy, then Kyle could get there as well. Maybe we'll skip the ballista for this turn, just to make it a little bit easier to push down. It's no rush to drain the ballista bolts. That's just what I was planning on Gilliam doing. So those two aren't doing anything now. Can't really heal him, unfortunately. Well, I could. Sure, this is slowing our downwards progress with Erica, but this way we can heal up Ford before we move him down. Alright, and then these two, same level basically, no big deal. Could sit in the forest, throw a javelin, but I'd rather go for accuracy over that. So let me just double check some math here. 13 damage would leave him with 14. And that'd be 11 damage. That's not enough. One of these guys needs to use the Steel Lance, basically. Alright, we'll take that. I think this is our best odds for overall hit percentages. Also, the enemy only gets 1 counter. We could have used a javelin, but we'd lose some hit percentage. 83, 89. I'd bet on that most days. Sometimes you'd fail, but most of the time you'd get a kill with that. Yeah, you know, I'll take it. That's pretty good stats. Alright, brigands incoming. Or mermins. Random spear dudes. I think we're making good time moving to the south, so I think we shouldn't have anything to worry about. Oh, so Garrick's gonna rush down there, huh? Not what I wanted. Okay. Tethys isn't gonna do anything, I guess. I guess the AI is not smart enough to use her. Should have just moved her down and then danced and killed this guy, and then we wouldn't have to worry about any attacks. Oh, we can't fly over this force. That's interesting. 12 damage times 2, but... yeah, we got a backup bit of damage. What about if Vanessa shot a javelin? 77%, but actually wouldn't die on the counter. Kind of crazy. A lot of it comes down to hitting these two attacks. Alright, it's pretty likely. And this gets Tana pretty close to Inns, depending on what he does. And kind of clears the flank of enemy arrows, which, you know. So should we do this? Kind of crazy. Do it. Yeah, Vanessa! I don't think it could have killed her unless she missed both times and it hit her twice. On the shot her on a counter and then shot her again next turn, so yeah. Alright, so now we need to use the bulk of our army to hold this line, and I try to rush down here to rescue these guys, to recruit them so I can control them, and then we can hold these stairways, rather than having them overwhelmed by these fools. I do need to be careful that the archer doesn't turn around and start killing my pigs, though. So we could move in and shoot fire at that one. But no one else can do much on this side. Guess the priority is killing the axe guy then. Not quite fast enough to double, unfortunately. What about you? Fast enough to double, just what I wanted to hear. Even with a steel sword, which could kill him. That's great. Forward! That's forward power. Is that the saying? I don't do cars, guys. I don't know. There's an advertisement for Ford that's Ford Tough? That's Ford Tough. That's probably what it is. Hey, by the way, that was the... I needed to make sure you dropped that, and I totally forgot. Yay! I wasn't really planning it out, but good. Could take a hit or two from them. Iron Lance, 15. Well, let's see if you can maybe just kill this guy on your own. It's very unlikely, yeah. But if you do this, then, he's only got a slim sword. I bet you that Myrmidon cannot do very much damage. Unfortunately, I don't have a dancer to zip anyone down right now. I could use a javelin on him and hope that hits. But that's their only option, basically. Other than Kyle killing him. I was thinking Kyle would try to keep us out of range of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he could move up to here, but he could be rescued and pulled out of the way. What do you think the odds? I've got another idea. Instead of having to... Basically, I don't know what to do with Kyle until I find out if Jillian can kill him. So first you want to see if this could work. It could work, but it's only 63% of the time going to work. It did work, so now we can use our bonus strats to pull people out of the way. But we didn't know for sure that would work, so yeah. And we're not going to be rushing in on this side. Just get out of the way. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll put him here so we can just immediately drop him instantly. Because I'm pretty sure Ross will be big enough to pull this guy out. Yeah. Maybe not a lot to spare, but we got it. Good, and this gets everyone back on the ground so we don't lose any turns. We're maybe not quite as far south as I would like. We didn't make as much downward, southern progress. But everyone's safe. You know, we're in good position defensively, at least. It always just comes down to what the green AI does. If the green AI sacrifices itself to be suicidal, I don't know how I'll save Garrick, but if he goes back to his fort and just heals up, he'll be fine. Thank you. That's exactly what you needed to do. That's not what you needed to do. Well, Inns is going to take some damage. See, I think he's going to move into that ballista, so I've got a problem. I can't recruit anybody, and if this guy does go for the ballista, he can kill my archers, or my pigs. Jerks. If he just... He should have known Tana was coming. Should have stood right there, and everything would be fine. Everything would have been fine. We could have recruited him. He could have recruited somebody else. He could have recruited somebody else. They could have danced. He could have moved and blocked. Could have danced the Pegasus out of the way or something. Jillian to here. This should lure that one over, and this guy will find someone a little bit squishier to lure over with, and we can kill 2 of them immediately. The thing is, I'm pretty sure it's only Tana and Erica that can start this recruitment chain. I guess it's Ford, because he's got Ford power. Built Ford tough. Cavalier strength. Alright. I don't think I'm going to send very many people along the west, honestly, just the pigs. Anyone want any healing, by the way? I didn't even check. Sure, why not? Also, I gotta remember who I'm stealing stuff. Stealing is from, like, this guy, right? Red gem, longbow. There's not too many more items to drop. We actually got the killer axe accidentally. Alright, now I'm worried about this. I don't think there's much I can do with my... Until I know what this archer does, or Inns kills him. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of how that worked out. But that's just the random enemy AI, and there's not much you can do about it. I don't know how you could possibly control or influence what Inns does. I don't think I could have got Tana down there any quicker, really. Not safely, anyway. So he had a chance to crit, but, like, we'd only do 6 damage, so. This should be, yeah, basically worthless. Slim swords, not the best choice for Myrmidons, in my opinion. You want that every point of damage you can get. Alright, so that's going to block in, so he can't kill the archer. The archer immediately goes for Tethys. I was going to say, if it one-shots her, I'm going to be very angry. So what am I supposed to do? I can't... Garrick's just probably wasting his vulneraries. I guess if the ballista just wastes a couple shots on her, we can just wait it out, but... Like, I guess if I sent a cav this way, they might have been able to rush down and kill the archer in the ballista. But I can't send my Tana down there. I should have sent her to this side, could have recruited him. Well, I think if I recruited him, I could immediately move him over and kill the ballista. But yeah, he's gonna just shoot the weakest unit in his range. Got a bunch of axe guys coming now. Quite a lot of potential pain coming in. These guys are nothing, though. Sure. I'm really hoping Jillian can get some of those better stat ups. Alright, Colm. Thinking of putting like Ford down here in the forest with a sword equipped. Just in case somebody tries to go after Inns from that angle. I can kind of hold this choke point. Try. That's not gonna work. Okay, Joshua could do it, I guess. Yeah, of course he can. Just gotta be careful about this incoming wave. I think we'll be fine like this, because they'll only be able to get one attack on each person, unless we counter kill them, which I don't think is too likely. This isn't my safest layout I've ever done. That's, to be fair, I haven't like checked the math to make sure that the numbers all work out. Plus, if they've got a bunch of hand axes that they can toss at us, they'll probably try to toss them at Natasha, which I would rather not happen. And if you want to throw an axe, throw it at throw it at, what's his face? Ross. Alright, well, unfortunately that southern ballista archer's kind of messing me up. Yeah, Erica shouldn't kill him. I'm really mad that he hit her at 29%. If another hand axe kills her, then I've failed my mission. But it should be like 9% or something ridiculous. That mercenary's pretty tough, too. Alright, so just gonna keep shooting Tethys, but he missed! Alright, don't get hit. 14th. We could have lost Erica. Okay, that was a bad move. I shouldn't have put Erica down there. They had just enough damage that if they got lucky, they could have killed her. Even Kyle's getting a little bit low. I think we had pretty bad luck on our dodges. Unfortunately, that ballista's still up. I guess, oh, I can't quite make it. Get Erica a little bit further south and we could talk. Alright, well, these guys all need to die. No doubt about it. How aggressive can we be here? It's not gonna do much. Probably Jillian just gonna go after the sword guy. Still not enough damage, so all he can do is weaken one, basically. Well, so we'll go with the more guaranteed hit, and then someone else can finish it in one easy blow. And that was the sellsword mercenary that was going to do the most damage, potentially. Maybe we'll let Colm finish that guy off. Should work. And we should probably heal up somebody here. Just for interest's sake. I could use Erica to kill this guy. As long as we push forward hard enough, she'll be safe without needing to heal her. And the goal here is to really wipe these enemies out, so... speed and luck, sure. Not a great level up, but not terrible. So then we focus on healing Kyle. Maybe even use a men just to get him topped up. And, let's see. These guys both have hand axes equipped. Could go, like, way over this way. Not enough damage. We could use a killing edge. Boy, if Joshua gets hit, he's gonna be in a rough spot. Okay, good stuff. Couldn't have done that the first time, could you? Alright. I know, we're being a little bit crazy risky here. Thinking of trying to kill this guy now as well. I should have double checked if I've got enough people to kill these axe guys with hand axes before I started doing this. I mean, I'm glad we killed that guy in one hit, but... might be pushing my luck. Like, I don't think Colm is really worth attacking, the axe guys, because he's only going to do, well, I guess that's 14 damage. So it doesn't matter if a mage is adjacent or not, they're going to get countered either way. 25, yeah, okay. The more we can kill in a single attack, the better. And she dodged, so that proves the point that she was made to kill axe guys. But there was no safe way to attack him, is the trick. Now, can Archer repeat this? Survey says maybe he gets hit, but shouldn't be that much different. And definitely took some damage. But as long as we can secure the area, which I think we can because I haven't used my cav yet, we should be able to protect him. That's my idea, is to keep this section protected and block these guys up, or kill them if possible. Look at that, just enough damage. Alright. I feel like this central rush went pretty well this turn. As long as we don't mess it up right here. Now that's a problem. That's probably not a problem. I didn't anticipate that. So... Archer could die. Shoot. So, like, I have to position, like, one guy here to block the Archer. We're not going to get a kill here, but... Oh, I might have messed it up. But I don't have a lot of choices now other than to block up a couple paths and hope that we get lucky dodges next turn. Someone could die if we get bad luck, I think. Yeah. I overextended a little bit. Would it be worth trying to kill this guy? Yeah, probably worth it. But I had to block the path from the Archer and the Spearman beside him. Yeah, so maybe I should have just left the Pegasus Knights over here. As long as we stayed out of range of that, which is pretty easy, we could have used them to clean up a couple more units. If I just had 2 more attacks, we could have cleaned this all up pretty much completely. Instead, well, I think we'll be okay, but if we get bad luck... Everyone's at good HP here, but if we get bad luck, they could die. And I still can't do anything over here. Yeah, that's... I wasted too many turns with my, my Pegasus Knights over here. I should probably split the episode around here, too. I was just trying to rescue Inns before we did that. Alright, not a good start for Ford. But I think only 1 unit could attack him, so that's fine. Question is more mercenary plus archer here. You know what? They may not have had a way to kill anybody even if they had good luck. Because they're hitting every hit so far. We haven't dodged anything. And... I guess if the axe guy went after Ford and hit him, if that was possible, then the mercenary hit him twice and the archer hit him once, and they all hit. Yeah, if the axe guy had hit him, it might have been enough. So we might have risked Ford's life there. Anyway, that'll be dealt with finally. I guess ballista archers can't counter archers when they're in a ballista. Okay, I'm gonna cut the episode here. We're about halfway through. These guys are secure. We just need to go recruit them, and then we need to go deal with the southern group, which also has someone to recruit, and mop up the enemies up here. Also, maybe do a little bit of arena fighting just for fun. Specifically if we get any new units that are low level, which is, well, it'd be nice to get some level ups. That's promoted level up. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed. This has been a bit of a hectic battle, but so far we've held things together, and I think we'll be okay. There's a lot of axe guys to kill, but, well, you know axe guys. Alright, folks. See you next time, and I'll have a great day. That's it.